Morning all. Can't really see me because I just set my camera up so I can try and show you what I'm doing here. Right, so just had a few people ask me how exactly I make my band sets and what size bits of elastic I use and how I tie them and that sort of stuff. So I have got a previous video with this jig, but it's quite old now and I've been making them slightly different the last few years. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how I do it now with this jig, and as you probably know, I do sell this jig, and the only thing, if you've bought one of these jigs or if you've made one similar to this and you use this sort of clip, something I can suggest is to get more grip. I just super glue a little bit of hang on, let me see this, little bit of sandpaper on each inside bit of the clip. So basically, tiny little bit of sandpaper on all the inside of the clips, and you get better grip so the Theraband doesn't ever slip out of the clips when you're tying them on, especially when you've got double 25/20s or something like that, when there's a bit more pull going on. So little tip for you, that's what I do, and it works fine. I've been doing it a long while. It doesn't ever mark the band or nothing like that. So anyway, right, so we've got our pouch. This is double 20 to 15. I'm gonna make a TTF one because I need to make some TTF ones. These are the sort of things I use, just that sort of, I don't know how long it is, probably shorter than that often, but that's about 50mm long, but I often use them probably 30mm you'd get away with long, and they're about, I don't know, about roughly 5mm thick, something like that. So if you can see that, hang on. So about that, and something like that. Doesn't have to be, just roughly, so they're roughly the same, and you don't want them too thin. If you have them too thin, they'll sometimes snap when you're pulling them, and too thick you'll get too much weight. Anyway, right, so TTF, so these are 20 to 15 as I say, so I'm going to get the narrow end, and where's that camera, right, get the narrow end, roll it like that. With TTF, this is the shiny side, is the outside of the pouch, so I come from the outside in, through there, pull it through about, I don't know, so let's see, that's about that much, which is, hang on, about 25mm. Right, then, oh, where's that camera? Right, then go like that and sort of get it like that, roll it slightly, so then I'll get my clip with the hole at the bottom, clip that close to the pouch like that, then I'll fold the pouch, sort of nip that like that, get my other clip with the hole at the bottom, clip that on there, then so that goes on that little screw there on that hook, that one goes on this hook, just pull that, so there we're ready to tie the band. So hang on, right, so I'll get my strip, where's that bloody camera gone, right, get my strip, so near the pouch, start that at the top, so hold that on there and I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll put me a bit of string, circle of string, put that on there, you see that, go around the string, then back. The next time it comes up I go through the loop, then pull, hang on, can't see that really, can you? Pull that elastic up sort of thing, pull the loop till it clicks, and just How can you see that? Right, cut that right near where it's gone through, snip that, and then just pull that. Right, then let go of that, and let go of that. Let's get that wider a bit. Right, so again, the next bit, so we've got the thin end, roll that like that. So with TTF, we're going to go from the outside of the pouch in. If I was doing over the top, I'd go from the inside of the pouch to out. So we go through there, make sure that's running in line with the other side until you get it backwards. Pull that like that, nip that like that, and then around there like that. Make sure that's nice and neat. Then, where are we? Do that again because you can see on the camera. So it's awkward to get this camera so you can see with my bloody wet fingers, but anyway. Right, so like that. Then we get a clip with a hole at the bottom. Clip that close to that. Then nip the pouch into two, double it up like that. Get your other clip with a hole at the bottom. So clip that like that. So that's what we have, with the holes at the bottom like that. So click that on the screw. This one hole on the next screw. Pull that. So there is where we're going to tie. A little bit of Theraband. Hold that on the top with your finger. Right, so we go 1, 2, 3. Then loop the string. Helps to have thin sort of string with a sort of a shiny sort of coating really, so it slips through nicely through the knot. Right, so we hold that up like that. Hang on, let's see. Then pull that until it clicks. Keep that taut, and then just snip that near the thing, and that's it. Hang on, where are we? Right, so then that's what we're left with. So get that like that, cut that, nip the knot, do the other one, right about, can you see that? Hang on. So pull that bit of excess. Hang on, where are we? Right, pull that bit of excess, cut that there, throw that bit away. Right, so now, stupid thing. Right, so now we're left with a pouch, and the elastic's running perfectly flat, and you'll see that ain't never going to break. And it's quite usual, when the elastic does go, it will nearly always start to go around about here. That's just, I don't know why, it just wears there. But if you're looking at your bands, you want to check them regularly in case they do ping back or something, but that's the sort of area around here is where you're going to normally see them start to go first. Right, well, hopefully that was a help. Thanks very much. See you again. Bye bye.